Okay, now last one is plaster of Paris. How can we prepare the plaster of Paris from the common salt? Plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris. What is the formula of plaster of Paris? CaSO4 of H2O. CaSO4 of H2O. This formula is plaster of Paris. What is the chemical name of CaSO4 of H2O? Calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Calcium sulfate, calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Hemihydrate. This is a chemical name of plaster of Paris. And how can we prepare this plaster of Paris? When we are heating the gypsum at 100 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius, degree Celsius is equals to the 373 Kelvin. 100 degrees Celsius is equals to the 373 Kelvin. It loses water molecules and becomes plaster of Paris. So how can we prepare the plaster of Paris? When we are heating the gypsum, it loses the water molecule and becomes POP. POP means plaster of Paris. POP means so calcium sulfate hemihydrate. This is a chemical name of plaster of Paris. Now that POP is a white powder on mixing with water changes in gypsum. It is a POP is a white powder. When we are mixing with water, it changes into gypsum. Now, how can we prepare? When we are heating gypsum, what is the gypsum formula? CaSO4 2H2O. 2H2O. What is the difference between the gypsum and plaster of Paris? Plaster of Paris is a half H2O, here 2H2O. One and half mole water molecule is difference between the gypsum and plaster of Paris. Okay, when we are heating the gypsum at 100 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees is equals to the 373 Kelvin. It loses water molecules and becomes plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris short name is a POP. POP means plaster of Paris. Here it is white powder. It is a white powder on mixing with water, it changes in gypsum. Okay, when we are mixing with water, that POP changes into gypsum. So what is the reaction? CaSO4 of H2O. This is a POP. We are mixing with water. How many moles of water? 1.5 moles. 1.5 moles of water to form. What will be it form? This is a POP, plaster of Paris, converted into the gypsum. What is the gypsum formula? CaSO4 2H2O. Here 2H2O, here half H2O. We are mixing the water. Then it will be changes into the gypsum. When we are heating the gypsum at 100 degrees Celsius, it loses the water molecule and becomes POP. For suppose this is a gypsum. When we are heating this gypsum, it is loses the water molecule and it will be converted into the POP. It is a white powder on mixing with water, it changes again gypsum. If we mix it with water means that this POP is again changes into gypsum. When we are heating the gypsum, it is changes, loses the water molecule and changes into the POP. Next, what are the uses is there? Uses of plaster of Paris. Generally, doctors using in using to support fractured bones. For suppose in the any bones in fracture means in the hospitals doctors are using to the support fracture bones. First point is doctors are using to support fractured bones. Fractured bones. And second one, for making toys and decoration materials. For making toys making also we can use, and decoration purpose also we can use the plaster of Paris. Generally nowadays we are using in the home roofs, in the houses we are using the ceiling purpose also plaster of Paris we are using. And for making surface smooth also we can use. For making toys and decoration materials we can use. And for making surface smooth. For making surface smooth, here these are the uses. Plaster of Paris uses doctors using to support fractured bones, and for making toys, decoration materials, for making surface smooth. This is the uses of plaster of Paris. Here only we are taking the half water molecule. Here we are taking the half water molecule. Half water molecule, how it will be possible? Only half water molecule is shown to be attached as water of crystallization. How can you get the half a water molecule? How can we get this half molecule? Two formula units of calcium sulfate. Two formula units of calcium sulfate share one molecule of water molecule. Two formula units of calcium sulfate, it is share only one water molecule, then half of it will be share. That's why we can write the half H2O. Okay, this is about the plaster of Paris. And washing soda we can prepare from the, and baking soda also, and sodium hydroxide. These are the preparations from the common salt. So chapter will be over. Okay, thank you.